Hey, welcome back to Waiting for Mics. We're here with Dylon Major.
That's me. I'm Dylon Major.
Dylon Major. And obviously, it's 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. Today is 4th of July. This is the first time in the history of this podcast that we can actually say this day that this is coming out, this is the 4th of July.
4th of July.
This is 4th of July.
Whether or not we are still a country by
we
the
will
time
be.
4th of July happens.
Yeah. You want to take
is
some
to be
predictions?
seen. I think World War III's over, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Iran's pissed off China. They've pissed off Russia. And they pissed off Qatar yesterday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling good too, dude. So let's talk about things that have happened in the past week that hasn't happened. A couple more Middle Eastern countries got involved. They're no longer countries.
That's what you're thinking.
They're no longer countries.
In the week.
No, I'm
I see.
telling these people. These are my predictions.
Yeah.
These are my predictions for things that have already happened because it is 4th of July. 2 more countries, not countries anymore. Trump is definitely now supreme leader of the United States.
Sick.
Yeah.
Finger hovering gently above the nuke button, always.
Haven't used a nuke yet, but we've destroyed 2 countries.
Yep.
Okay.
Without nukes.
Okay.
Without nukes, which shows you the military prowess
what
of the
we've
United
got,
States.
You
Dylan,
know.
do you have any predictions of what you for sure know happened in the last week?
Listen, man. All I
Before
can
July
say
4th.
is that that Iran and Israel just need to fucking squash the beef, grab a beer, shake hands, and point.
Not
their,
a beer. They probably do a seltzer.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they need.
Yeah.
They also
Something
need.
that both their religions
They also
can
need
do.
to just cooperate and be like, dude, the sun is too fucking hot. Let's nuke the sun.
Yeah,
Oh.
You know?
make it stronger.
Oh, nighttime always. Dylan's going for nighttime.
Yeah, I'm going for nighttime. It's too goddamn hot
Nighttime
right now,
always,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
I like nighttime always.
Nighttime always
That's
might
cool.
be good. I don't know what
I mean, I
that.
don't want a 30 days a night situation,
what
but at
that's
least
gonna-
it'll be a cool, you know.
That would be
so.
bad. That would be bad.
I don't know what that's gonna do to like the oceans and stuff. Nighttime always.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Sure, there's something there.
Well,
Sweat it.
Florida's going to break off anytime soon, so it's inevitable.
That's
So-
what
all right.
they keep saying. They
They
keep
can-
saying
they can-
Florida's gonna like drown in the ocean every
Yeah.
year. They're like they're getting closer.
Yeah. Well, as an American patriot, I can say confidently I am pissed off at Florida for winning another Stanley Cup 2 times in a row.
Yeah, no, it is ridiculous.
Well, then all those Floridians, they could just ride Florida like a giant, like a surfboard through
Okay,
the
yeah, and then
Atlantic
they
Ocean.
can commercialize it as like a fucking Carnival cruise, all right? I don't give a shit about
The world's
that.
biggest cruise, Florida, the state.
That brings us back to TSA, Carnival
you go.
Cruise TSA. They're very in line. If you work at TSA, they give you free tickets to Carnival Cruises for your vacation.
Sometimes they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what airline you fly. But yes, I
If
understand.
you're on a Carnival Cruise, there's a good chance 90% of the people on it work for TSA.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of
Or a car
airline you
towing
take,
company.
though. Obviously, I take Spirit Air. I take Alaskan Airlines
Welcome to
everywhere.
Carnival Cruise. Also, here's a 15% coupon for Lizard Lick Towing.
All right, we're here with Dylon Major for one reason and one reason only. We're doing top 10 American moments in honor of 4th of July. It's supposed to be like a buzzer beater
Yeah, I like it.
noise.
Oh, share, can you see? That's my karaoke voice. I'm warming up
You
for
could
it.
do the full thing, dude. We could have like a contest for who does the best national anthem.
I mean, I'm not even going to try. Joey Gaynor wins.
Yeah, Joey Gaynor does win. As you will see in episode 200, available only on Patreon.
Waiting for Mike's Wrestling.
Coming up in 4 weeks, people.
Send them your money because I don't get any of that.
Nope. You might, though. There may be residuals that people sign for contracts on individual episodes. We have yet to negotiate that.
Speaking of American moment, I owe taxes, so I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, that'll go to worst 10 American moments.
Gotcha.
We'll do
taxes.
cash. We'll do cash for you.
Yeah, we do
Bottom.
cash.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, do we start at number 10? Is this how we try to figure it
I
out?
think we go from
10.
from best to worst, you know, because we were doing like top 10 and then worst 10.
So let's do
Oh,
worst.
they'll like meet in the middle and then gradually go to the worst.
Let's-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, like celebratory, and then throughout the length of the podcast, we just get more and more depressed about our country.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or we could,
Yeah.
Ty, can we create a list? Can we do a list and make it live?
What do you want me to do?
Like on a Word document?
You got word on this computer, Ty? You got a notes app? You got a
He's got
calculator?
Word.
Pull up the Steam. Let me see the summer sales.
No.
Boom. There it is. All right. And then go worst, best. Can you even do that on this? Probably not.
Have you ever used Word before?
I mean, I've used Word.
Never. What are those?
I've
Ty,
not
our
used
productions
Notepad.
guy.
Best.
There it is.
Anyway, that'll work. That'll work.
like that.
It'll space it down. It'll space
Look,
it down.
we're a simple production here.
right.
I'm waiting for mics.
All right, so we're starting at 10 for the worst. 10th
Do we want
worst
to go like
moment.
back and forth, like
go back
best
and forth.
to worst, and then just progressively go down?
I would
Honestly,
say-
free flowing. Whatever comes to mind.
I would say I want to put at number 8 worst moment in American history.
Wow, starting at a very weird.
I want
place.
to put I think we put the crash, the economic crash.
Which one? There's
The
so many
first
to
one,
choose
The Great
from.
Depression.
Okay, 20s.
I think that's 8.
Okay,
That was bad,
yeah,
but we also kind of needed that
Yeah.
to get us going.
that is true.
My grandmother lived through that, so she would tell me all the time. She's like, "I raised farm cattle, and we got 2 oranges every Christmas." I'm just like, that sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
And we
And you
just
lived
sucked
through
the
that?
rind for 3 months.
You lived through that?
We stood in a bread line for 2 days.
We took those oranges and made pairs of shoes out of them. Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy to learn about the stock market is that when it crashed, it actually only dropped the equivalent of like 10% or something or like 20%. The crash wasn't even that bad
Yeah.
compared to today's standards, and it fucking ruined everybody.
Yeah, well, you got to think about the amount of people at the time and like the amount of jobs and what they were paying.
They're also
at the
taking
time.
bolts
like,
off of cars just to make bullets for
Yeah.
the
Oh,
war.
that's
and
true.
everything,
Yeah.
too. So, yeah.
10% is a fuck ton back
Yeah,
then.
they're just looking at like a fucking Model T. They're like, that would make pretty good ammunition right there.
I'm pretty sure we could take an unsupervised 17-year-old, give him some shotgun rounds out of this A10.
You sure you're 18, son? Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'd say
he's got a spinny top hat and a lollipop. He's like, all right, get over there.
He's
Get
holding
on
one.
in.
He's holding one of these bad boys. Yes, sir.
He's got a hooping stick.
they
Oh, I
take
know.
it out of his hand, give him a pack of Marlboros. Like,
Like, here you go, now you're a man.
Fucking back then, Lucky Strikes.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, dude.
Fucking filterless Lucky Strikes. They just give an 11-year-old.
God, those are the
Get
days.
in there.
You mean halfway through their life? Yeah. All right, I would take financial crash for number 8
Yeah, I
Number
think
eight.
that's
because there's
number
definitely
8.
worse things than that
There were
first one.
definitely worse.
Yeah.
Definitely worse.
Okay, I'd throw in one of the worst moments in U.S. history. I'm gonna go. This might be controversial. Number 3, worst moment in American history. I'm gonna go with slavery. Ty, can you put that at number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3, that's the worst one.
Number 3. Okay. No,
Which,
yeah, I could see that. I could see that being 3.
All right, so now you guys gotta make an argument for what's worse than slavery.
Well, I would say that.
You know what? I actually. All right, we'll continue on that. Like slavery is very bad.
It's very bad.
It's very bad. It's
But-
one of the worst things that could ever
There-
happen to us.
I don't want to sound cruel, but if we're doing this argument of what's the worst, slavery only affected one group. Whereas there are 2 things on my mind that affected all Americans.
Well, there is also an argument too. There were a lot of Asian slaves.
Irish slaves.
Irish.
Yeah,
well,
but
not
from
American
what
history,
I've
though.
learned from the news today, Irish slaves don't count. If you were white, you weren't a slave.
And also, from our today's standards, if you're Irish or if you're a ginger, you're black.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
so.
Holy shit.
And
That was
as
a
a
whole
black
thing on
person,
TikTok.
I would say that number 3, that's where that belongs.
I think it's where it belongs. What do you think's worse than slavery, Dylan?
I think slavery bad.
Running
for
out
sure.
of gas on the road.
Yeah,
Slavery
no, it's
bad for sure. I mean, I remember one time just like driving through Texas, and I was with some like just not even black friends, but like Mexican homies, and we stopped by a gas station, and they're like, "You stopping for the night?" I'm just like, "What do you mean?" And it's like, "I wouldn't suggest stopping through the night." And it's like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, "Well, didn't you hear this is sundown state? There's still sundown states in Texas."
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, it's great. Like
Yeah,
he's just
no.
like,
No,
he's like-
I'm asking, what does that mean?
Oh, you don't know
Oh.
what that is?
No.
it's if anybody
sweet
of
little
a
boy.
certain color that's not white is out past when the sun goes down.
Bro, that,
Yeah.
that happened to me and Tony in Benson when we were doing a show in Benson. A
Oh,
guy
that's
came
right.
up to Tony and was like, "Hey, you need to get out of here by 9." Like told
crazy.
Tony that
Yeah,
to
no.
his face. It was like 8:30.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the heads up, dude.
We were like, we have a show at 9. Like he's not going anywhere. So you better just tell these racist idiots to fucking fuck off.
Or
'Cause
just
he
sit
has a
down and
show.
laugh with us.
So yeah, nothing happened. I think the guy was just messing with us, just being racist.
Oh, shit. Okay, sundown
Yeah,
towns
no, it's
were
a real thing.
yeah,
see?
it was real.
municipalities that either by law or practice excluded black people and other minorities, often through intimidation or violence after sunset. Holy shit,
You ever
dude.
watched The Green Book?
Oh, yeah. I just didn't know that there was a term for it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Also, but this because you're Scottish.
I'm a sweet little
Yeah,
innocent boy.
you're white, dude.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that,
Yeah, my dad will take care of me.
bro. I'm Italian.
yeah.
I
no,
heard
I'm-
about sundown states.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
no,
they
I'm-
also were not allowed in sundown states.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I make a mean tan in the summer, so if I go through there, it's gonna be wild. You
Yeah,
know?
they're going to have some questions for you.
Tempe had one at one time.
Oh,
That's
no.
crazy.
Racist
Oh, no.
ASU. What do I say all the time? It's a shit school for shit people. That's why they're the devils. Look at them, racist.
The White Devils.
Honestly, it should say until 2025. I mean, it's kind of still like that, isn't it?
It is.
It
Yeah.
really is.
It is. It is like that.
Tempe, not a good look for Arizona. What are you doing?
Remember, like in 2011, when they shut down fraternity life at ASU because they did a blackface party.
I don't remember that. Why wasn't I invited?
Well, you were in what, fucking freshman year?
High school.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to get an invite. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And then the next second tragedy.
All right,
is-
that's fucking crazy.
Dynamited. I didn't even know that was a word.
Can you just read that headline real quick
No,
and
I
try
can't.
not to
I
laugh?
don't-
I'm pretty
think
that
I want
headline's a
to.
hate crime now.
I mean, but just the contrast of having the word, I'm going to say the word, Negro, and coming. And they spell it like that. Is that a city? Is that what that is?
I think Cummings is a city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is, that's terrible, dude. Honestly, maybe we should put slavery at number 1 on the. Maybe we should.
You know what? I will one up you on that, and I will say the worst thing that has ever happened to America.
Okay, we're going number 1.
Number one,
Okay.
because after the whole slavery talk, I was like, we gotta talk about the homies right here.
Mhm.
Mr. Christopher Columbus discovering America and taking away all the Native American land from all the natives that were already here.
That's pretty bad.
I think we could reword that into Christopher Columbus finding America and then putting all the blame on us, like we did it. We didn't do that shit.
Oh, you mean dying and saying, this is for you guys. Bye.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus did that shit and then left and went back home.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, he didn't stay.
Yeah, no.
Nobody talks about that. He never stayed in America.
He went back.
He went back and he was like, hey, guys, it's over there.
And also, Italy said, "You're stupid. Don't do this." So he went to Spain, and they paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Spain and Christopher Columbus to blame for all the bullshit that
Yeah, can we
happened to
put
the
the
natives.
all this hashtag Spain? No wonder all my like Mexican friends are just like, oh, like you got a little Spaniard in your name. It's like, don't bring that up.
They fucking hate him.
They
Yeah.
fucking hate him, dude.
They fucking hate him
Yeah.
because the Spanish are everything bad that happened in America is because of the Spanish.
yeah, the Spaniards.
I'll put it on them.
Well, good thing I'm not Spanish.
100%. 100% on
right.
them.
Yeah.
Look, I'll take that as a number 1. That's
And
a
the
good
Mormon.
number
That-
1.
that
I was nervous we wouldn't find one.
Well,
I was very nervous.
it was technically the before 1776 as the birth of America. That was the birth of
Now, number 2, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, well,
That was pretty bad. Yeah,
that's a good one.
That was pretty
Pearl
bad.
Harbor crushed, dude. We were all upset. Everybody was upset. That sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty, can we get a Pearl Harbor at number 2, pretty please?
And then I think 4 is an obvious 9/11. Once we get those on there, that just looks right.
Yeah, it goes in order, and then after that, we can do like just
You know what I mean? That
things
just,
that have happened systematically here instead of
Yeah.
like our other altercations. I
'Cause
think
not-
we gotta get a
9/11
5, and then after that, It's just our
I have
fault.
I have a great number 5, and I think you guys will agree with me. Prohibition.
Prohibition.
That was bad.
That is a good
Why would you do
5.
that?
Give me another beer,
Why would
actually.
you-
That is a good
Give me another
5.
fucking beer, brother. After
Yeah,
That
this.
is
Sam Adams.
a fantastic 5. Also, it could be also a little bit of a 7 because I feel like the financial crash had a little bit to do with the prohibition.
Nah, dude, they took away our goddamn beers, man.
No, I feel like we had to sober up a little bit after the
Well,
crash.
prohibition-
You know what? It's time. We gotta get back to work.
If I'm not mistaken, the 20s, it was the Roaring 20s, right? Because it was before the stock market crash. And during the Roaring 20s is when they had prohibition, and then the stock market crashed.
Right, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
then maybe
Maybe it's because they did prohibition.
maybe they got to swap stock market crash and prohibition.
No, prohibition caused stock market crash.
That-
So
that's
prohibition
right,
is
because
before
they
it.
couldn't- they
Oh
couldn't,
yeah,
like-
okay, yeah, no, I get.
Was it because they couldn't like tax like the alcohol, so the government was just like fuck you guys and just like took everything away?
Well-
and that's why we tax alcohol now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where the alcohol tax comes from, and because of prohibition, they couldn't do it anymore because everybody hated it. That's when
then
they
again-
started demonizing weed, and I learned everything that I know about weed from Joe Rogan.
We're forgetting
and what's
though.
more American
But
than
we
that?
are forgetting. I don't know. 5 might be too low for prohibition because we are forgetting. Without prohibition, no NASCAR.
All inputs are final.
No NASCAR without prohibition. I'm just saying there is no NASCAR.
Well, that would be a
Prohibition
positive.
doesn't
then.
say
That would be a
But
positive.
that's why I think it's got to go up in the worst because it's more of a positive.
Okay, so what do you want to say? Like 7?
I think 7's the
7
spot
will be
for
better.
prohibition.
Okay.
Okay,
will be better for
I'll take that.
I think 7.
We can find a 6 and a 5.
Yes.
Yeah, we
We
can.
definitely can.
Oh, bad things.
Um,
Civil War is pretty bad.
the Civil
Civil
War
War
was
was
rough.
pretty bad.
More Americans died in the Civil War than any other war.
That's true. Wasn't it like 3 million?
I got into a heated argument with Joey about that.
Oh God.
Because he was like arguing with me like, no, only a certain amount of Americans died. The other ones were traitors. And I was like, dude, those were Americans.
They're Americans.
I understand they seceded and all that,
Yeah.
but they were still born in fucking Alabama, Georgia. Pick a fucking state.
Yeah, somebody in
Like,
Mobile just said like
that's-
I ain't having this shit.
Exactly. Like that's also like the whole reason for the country is that we can do that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Civil War was actually kind of like we're America.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a net positive.
No, it was kind of showing the world like this is what we're fucking about. What are you guys about?
Yeah, everybody in France having some sort of like weird industrial revolution. They're just like, what are they doing over there? Are they fighting each other? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, Civil War pretty bad. And I was gonna say, was it 3 million total people, or is it just 3 million of the Union that died
No, I think it's like 3 million total.
altogether? And also, that's not even including the black folks because they didn't
think
count
it
them
was.
as
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
Americans.
they served too.
No,
They served
did
too.
count 'em.
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen-
even on the south side
Yeah, they
too.
did.
They
So,
did
well, they
serve
were
on the
forced.
south.
Of course they
side.
served on the south
Yeah,
side.
it's like what was that? There's a scene like that in
I don't know. There's a lot of weird
what's the
MAGA
Mel Gibson?
guys.
Why can't I think of the Mel Gibson?
Patriot.
In the Patriot movie, where the old guy is like, I'm too old, but I'm gonna put this. I'll give you.
I thought
my-"
that was the Revolution.
Yeah, it was the Revolution, but that also happened in the Civil War, where guys were like, I can't fight, but my 3 slaves can.
Oh yeah.
And they gave them to the Confederates.
And then they're like, I can't fight,
Oh,
but
yeah,
my
'cause some guys
14-year-old
just saw,
son
like,
can.
I got glaucoma. They're like, what's that? I'm like, I don't know. Here's 3 black people.
my eyes are gray. I can't see well. Here you go. Like,
That's all right. These things don't aim too good anyway.
but that was a scene in the Patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old guy
I know.
did
I've
that.
seen Glory. I know.
Yeah, and then that guy actually became like one of the sickest characters in the fucking movie. That guy was fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're putting Civil War up there as worst. What do we say?
I would say Civil War is at 5. I'd say Civil War is a
Civil
good
War
5.
Civil War's
Yeah.
a good 5.
All right.
Good 5.
I think we've done enough for the worst. Let's go on the lighter notes of everything.
Yeah,
right
we should.
now.
We should. Yeah, we should liven it up a little
We
bit.
got to finish the word. We got 3 more to go for the word.
Well, we'll get back to that because when we
Yeah,
think of
when we
all
do the best, something might come up.
something might come up
Yep.
where we're just like, wait a minute.
Carlos
Best.
Mencia is pretty bad, but I don't know if he's the worst. I would actually go. I'd go George Lopez, honestly.
What? Nah,
You could do a combination. You could do Carlos Mencia and George Lopez.
Every Mexican comic, throw that down. No, what the fuck, dude?
Not Gabriel Iglesias.
I've been on a tear
no,
lately.
not
Ty.
Fluffy.
Not Fluffy, man.
Don't include Fluffy in that.
I think Fluffy's Puerto Rican.
No, he's
no,
Mexican.
he's Mexican.
Talks about it all the time.
Dude, his mom met Vicente Hernandez.
That doesn't mean I've met Vicente Hernandez. Dude, I
Have
live in
you?
Tucson.
You've met a Vicente Hernandez. All right, not
all
the
met
Vicente
Vicente
Hernandez.
Have you met the Vicente Hernandez, where women of all ages are flocking over them?
You have not met El Vicente Hernandez.
The fucking Elvis of Mexico, dude.
Actually, 10th worst, I think you should put the Colorado Rockies. They fucking suck.
yeah, I agree with that too.
Wait, are you talking about the baseball
Yeah,
team?
they fucking blow, dude. Oh my gosh, they're so bad.
Hey, I know you guys did your first spring training here in 1992, but also get real, man. Fucking get a better team, dog. I got a commemorative Coke can with the 1992 first spring training of Colorado Rockies sitting on my bookshelf somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have that, but because I was a little Tucsonan boy, I was just like, oh, something happening in our town.
We're doing it.
And you still haven't won a World Series. Get fucked, dude.
I'll agree with that. Number 10, EG's.
Yeah, EG selling
No, but
did like crush
Ty,
me.
I see the sentiment in what you're typing, but that only affects Tucson.
Only affects Tucson. This is why slavery got a 3. It's got to affect everybody.
I will say, as a little child, getting a little EG's birthday party was the best thing of my entire life. Now
Yes.
that I'm an adult, I eat 1 cup of EG's, and I'm just like, God damn, my IBS is acting up like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. That sugar, dude, runs right through you.
It
A
really
river
does.
runs through it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's got to be an American reference of some sort. So I would say this, and this might be controversial, and we're talking about things that do affect all people. For number 9, I would put the video game Bad Boys Miami Takedown. Can we go ahead and put that there?
Was it that bad?
It is literally rated one of the worst games in Xbox history.
Oh, actually, okay. Then I got something for 10.
It got a 1.8 in official Xbox magazine, the lowest score up to that point when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a little
Jeez.
gameplay in
Okay.
there.
This is the same year that like Manhunt came out, and this
Dude,
was
this-
like the same graphics and everything.
This came
too.
out after 9/11. You think 9/11 would have changed America a little bit?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. What is this, Tomb Raider?
That's so bad.
Honestly, those tits are better than the Tomb Raider game.
They
though.
are.
They're rounded out.
They're round. They're round.
But shit, that nose is pointy as fuck.
What's crazy is that they don't even look like Martin Lawrence. I don't think they got the licenses to use
rights?
Martin Lawrence and Will Smith's likeness in this game, so it just looks like 2 black guys.
Well, so here's the thing. I think what they did is that they just like got pictures of them, but because it's like PS2 like graphics or PS1 graphics,
could
whatever
be,
the fucking
yeah.
thing is, they just like smudged it real quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Most
Yeah, I'm
likely.
gonna be honest. I've been playing a lot of PS2 games lately because I like the old NCAA games.
Mm-hmm.
They're only really available on PS2. So this is kind of what they all look like, but the movement is terrible.
I'm going to be honest, dude. I played this game for like a year straight.
And you hated it?
I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Really?
Yeah. But just in terms of like, everybody else. No.
Yeah.
Number 9 on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this looks like fucking.
Did you see that little
absolute-
roll? Look at that tuck and roll.
That's the only mechanic that they had.
Yeah.
Oh, kicking open a door. That's the other one.
That was big.
That was big.
Pretty
Call of
tight.
Duty took that.
Shoot him.
Yeah, no, this is fucking awful.
It is terrible. And
He
look,
surrenders?
there's bad boy and perfect cop meters, so it's almost like Red Dead Redemption,
Or
you
like
know?
GTA, yeah.
Yeah,
Like they knew what
that's
they were
bad.
doing.
and
Yeah,
there's just
okay.
too many bad guys to
That's
shoot.
a good 9.
And they all
Yeah.
look.
I
Yeah.
think 10 should be the Luka Doncic trade
What about stuff in like? Okay,
because that did send the world in a whirlwind.
I'll give you a runner up on that one. I'll give you a runner up.
Yeah.
People are pissed.
But what about something that's like in history? You know, because we're thinking like recent memory. I need like a historical.
The Alamo.
You know what?
Alamo was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, the Alamo was bad.
Okay.
But
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say just I mean, we have a plethora of them, and every other middle-aged white woman has a podcast about it, but serial killers.
Well, and every other middle-aged white man or near middle-aged white man has a podcast.
Well, not about serial killers.
We don't need to be projecting right now.
Yeah, we talk about movies and bad video games.
Movies, bad video games, and slavery. That's what we talk.
Yeah, but I would say like America has like sure, Britain's got Jack the Ripper, like they got that.
Yeah.
He
but
started
like,
it.
But
he started it.
He only got 5 people. Do you
Yeah,
know that?
exactly.
It's just 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Civil War got 3 million.
yeah,
Like we've got guys in the 20s.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we got fucking John Wayne Gacy. We got fucking
Clown Man.
I like that at 6. That is a uniquely American thing, the serial killer.
Serial killer.
Yeah, the serial killer is very like American, but it's also just like patronized as like the worst thing, but also glorified as the best thing. So it's like meets in the middle
Yeah.
of.
Well,
like, the best
women
and worst.
glorify it as the best thing because
Not
they
the
want to
best
fuck
thing,
them.
but
Yeah.
like cool.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, how cool and mysterious. And it's like,
I
not
know.
cool and mysterious.
Like,
like if you
Richard
meet that guy
Ramirez,
in
you
real
mean
life.
the homeless guy
Guy's a
who stabbed
dirtbag.
people?
Guy's an
Like,
utter piece
I'm
of
sorry,
shit.
you want to have his child, the man whose teeth are rotting out of his face, and he
Yeah,
also
exactly.
strangled old people? That's what you want?
Actually, number 10, LeBron when he did the decision. Remember that with LeBron?
Why?
We're just going into sports at top 10.
I'm sorry, I just remember that. It's like that was fucking. That was mental. People were losing their mind. Why
I mean,
was
it's okay.
there?
I mean, we got like everything right here. I think the number 10 should just be like a domestic dispute
why was
between
there
us,
such a hard Casey Anthony
Oh, that's yep. That's good.
or OJ?
OJ was a wild one.
That
too.
was bad.
He's actually been brought up in like fucking like recent like on like the little like Zoomer like alpha like Gen Alpha kids on like TikTok because I'm like scrolling through because I like to play Fortnite and video games, so that shows up. But then I was like scrolling through one day and they reenacted the fucking OJ crime scene and chase in Fortnite.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
It's
dude?
so memorable, though.
Apparently, like these like kids in their 20s are just like, I remember that. I'm like, no, you don't. Like,
So your number 10 is Fortnite, then? Is that what you're saying?
honestly, you know what?
Honestly, we could
Bite
put
the bullet.
I mean,
Fortnite
Fortnite
is the worst thing that's ever happened to
It's
America.
up there. It's like it's right next to Instagram. Instagram might also be.
Instagram's so
I think
good.
Instagram was like a millennial thing for us, but we also had MySpace. We weren't connected to that in a way where it's just like, oh, it's just another platform.
Yeah, that's true.
But then we got like TikTok, and then all the millennial kids got mad about it because they're just like, oh, it's a fucking stupid ass platform. I don't know how to use this.
It's true.
I'm the same way in video game words with Fortnite because I'm just like, I grew up playing Doom and Quake and all that shit. And then Fortnite comes along and I get wrecked by a fucking 5-year-old by an unsupervised single mother, you know? Like,
Yeah, and good thing that we can't put TikTok on there because TikTok's China.
I mean, he's put a lot of stuff on here, and then I'm looking.
Single
at
moms, hey.
I'm looking at
Take
it,
that
and
off.
thinking about it, and it's just all bringing me back into current events today. And I think 10 might be Jews.
there's a specific.
Ty, can you play that one song that we like a lot?
No, he's on the best list. What are you talking about?
He had some bakers coming out on there.
Fuck.
I think yeah, number 10 should be either 50-50 Fortnite or Kanye West. So you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
There's a lot of good ones from number 10.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, we're like doing domestic, so we have to pick like the best
10.
top 10. Ooh, bless you.
10. Elon Musk.
That burned.
I
Should
mean,
have stayed his ass in Africa.
Dude, okay, we can't have slavery as number 3 and say stay your ass in Africa.
To Elon Musk, I can say whatever I want. He's white.
He's technically African.
So?
yeah,
Alright.
but they colonized that, so
Yeah, he's a
That's
Nazi
true.
now. I can say
That's
whatever
true.
I want about him.
Yeah, you know what? Put Elon Musk. They like apartheid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elon caused a lot of guff
I don't
in
want
this
to.
country, and it was annoying.
After we did this with Elon, I don't want to hear anybody say that we're a right-wing podcast.
No.
We're against Elon Musk.
Elon was annoying as shit, dude. He caused a lot of guff, and
Yeah.
I had to defend a lot of things I didn't want to.
Thank you for the flamethrower, but fuck off, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
and he
It's
did a lot of
annoying.
drugs without me that I really wanted
It's
to do.
annoying, bro. You're annoying now.
All right.
Just do rockets, bro, and shut the fuck up.
And maybe don't have him blow up every other time.
Stop marrying every woman you see.
Yeah,
it's
stop-
crazy.
yeah.
Well, hold on. Maybe
He's had like 12 wives.
maybe he's
Settle down.
maybe he's a romantic.
No.
You know.
He's a fucking sex
Maybe his
addict.
autistic fixation is just wives.
Yeah, it's,
He should be LDS then.
Yeah, just like mine is just modding every other Source game from like 2001. So you know,
yeah.
Mine is drums. Dude, my YouTube feed is just filled with just drum videos.
Mine's just U of A sports. I think once a week I watch.
I can look at Connor's fucking YouTube feed, and it's just like covering Eyeless by Slipknot, and it's just like 20 other videos.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what it does.
Yeah.
I've been stuck on Metallica because I'm learning how to drum, and I figured I'd start with the easiest. So I was like, Metallica, let's just do that. Metallica and AC/DC, super easy to drum too. I could do like every AC/DC song, dude. I just started drums.
I think I could actually like do all the announcers and all the sounds of U of A's comeback in the New Mexico Bowl.
Oh yeah,
against Nevada.
That's your tism.
I think
Is that your
actually-
autistic
That's your
fixation?
fixation,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Every other thing that he says to me when we're not podcasting, he's like, "Oh, did you see that they traded this guy?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." Did you see? Oh, dude. Or he like says some obscure sports reference, and he's like, "Dude, you don't know this thing?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
It blows my mind.
Yeah, well, lucky
sometimes.
for me, it's only 104 more days till hockey season, so you don't have to hear a gripe out of me.
There you go. Who are you a fan of?
I'm an
All right,
Avalanche
we're
fan.
on to the best ones, dudes.
The
In honor of
best-
4th of July, we need to hear the top 10 American moments.
Woo!
I think all right, I'm going to start it with number 4.
Okay.
Number 4 off the bat stays in my mind, probably plays in my head once a week. Sammy Sosa running the bases after 9/11 with the little American flag
Okay.
Iconic.
was literally so iconic. That was peak America. That was when we were all friends. We were all singing Toby Keith. I'll put a boot in there. Like we were fucking ready.
It was good. It's right up there with the Enrique Iglesias. I can be your hero,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
To the 9/11
Yes.
like horrific crime scene of 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude, that again, like it's the best thing, like the Sammy Sosa thing, the best thing, but the Toby Keith thing fucking pisses me off because I grew up in rural like country, so like I went on a fucking tirade deep dive of like country pre 9/11 and country post 9/11.
Yeah,
And there's a
very
clear difference.
different.
It's so
Very
different,
different.
dude.
Yeah.
And I know it's been brought into topic more recently and everything like that because, like, you know, you got fucking like Jelly Roll or some shit
Yeah.
like that. It's like party country.
Dude, after this stuff
Yeah.
with Iran and Israel, there's about to be so much American testosterone.
Bro, country might come
country
back.
That's going to be on the up, dude.
Like bluegrass might make a comeback if
Yeah.
you do this right.
he wrote something about Sammy Sosa.
Yo, put Sammy Sosa mini American flag. And honestly, Ty, you should look that up because you'll see the video and you go, I love America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ty, look up Clint's niche sports reference right
What?
now.
I've never even heard of this.
Look
What?
up, okay, go to YouTube. The people need to see it too.
I
mean,
need to see this because I don't know what you're referring to.
You've seen it.
What year was that game?
It was like right after
2001?
9/11. Yeah, it was Sammy Sosa.
Because I'm pretty sure I
9/11.
saw
It's right there.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I saw like snippets of it because my dad was watching the game.
Go to videos. Go to videos.
Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah,
We need the video.
Videos.
Boom.
there
right
it
there.
is. Yeah.
Minute 8.
Oh my
minute
gosh.
clip.
Oh my God. I'm about to salute-
Facebook.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Of course, it's on Facebook, dude. There you go.
Let's
So
see
good.
this.
So good. Sold out.
Look at him
Sold
go.
out
man.
crowd after 9/11.
Can we get some volume on this, Ty? I want to hear that crowd. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so patriotic.
You can't
man.
stop us.
And Black Sammy Sosa.
Black Sammy Sosa.
Look at he's even got like fucking cardboard cutouts with signs and everything like that.
Go Cubbies.
Dude, Black Sammy Sosa juiced up carrying an American
In
flag.
a Cubs uniform. I mean,
Cubs.
what is better?
He's wearing red, white, and blue, man.
Literally.
Look at him.
And then like the song. I think the song in the background was that fucking Toby Keith song.
Yeah, you're playing it.
We're gonna get flagged. Shit.
Fuck you, dude.
Hopefully we get American flagged.
Everybody.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, they can't flag us for that, for showing patriotism.
I think I just found the title of the episode.
Can't
All
be
right.
flagged for that.
I'll take Sammy Sosa for number 4.
Dude,
That's
how
pretty
great
good.
was that?
Dude, so great.
You felt it right there. You're like, I'm back.
I did.
I love it. I love this country. I love everything it stands for. Do
Dude,
whatever you want.
He was running like he was trying to get to the next base.
Yeah.
He really was. I think for another one. Okay, well, Dylan, where would you place this? The Black Friday tramplings.
I was gonna
best?
put that in worst.
Oh well, there's no room for it
There's
there.
no room for worse. All right, I guess we'll put that at 10.
I mean, it is also a very uniquely American thing. Black Friday
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, but the tramplings.
The trampolines suck, but you know you gotta stay on your feet. Stay on
It's
your
like
toes.
it's like, you know how people are just like, it's a bad car crash, you just can't look away. That
Yeah.
was just public media dopamine
I
for like
think
the
so.
longest.
Would you
fucking
say
time.
that it's like a rite of American passage to be involved in a Black Friday trampoline?
I believe so. I've done one Black Friday and I got scared for my goddamn life.
Did you get trampled?
No, I didn't get trampled.
Yeah, you were a trampler,
I
most likely.
no. I tried to go in and I saw everybody in the same fucking like Karen Hallmark like fucking like crinkle cut or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm staying out of this because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get like my face peeled off or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I did one Black Friday with my sister when she just got her house and I just moved in and we needed a TV and we went to a Black Friday sale for a TV and she was like, I'll go in, I'm gonna walk slow. You just go in and rush it, dude. And I fucking just cut through you've seen me walk like through the stadium and shit.
I have.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like-
I'm gonna get lost.
Yeah, and then like I was pulling those moves, dude, and I was just going right through, and they were like, "Stay walking," and I was just like, "I am walking," and just kept going, dude. And
Not even
fucking
lifting my knees.
Got to the TV, fucking snagged it, and then just dragged it over to Ren, and we fucking
Yeah.
paid for that bitch. Got the TV, and we're out.
Nice.
Took like 15 minutes.
Sidebar: it does feel really weird to see Black Friday together because I have a black friend named Friday, and it feels redundant.
Do you
But-
really?
No. But on to the next thing. I was just trying to make.
I just asked that like Tucker Carlson. Do you really?
Dude, why do you think that? Huh.
Really?
Well, I think that everybody,
I
every
would-
good Christian should know the Bible front to back. Fuck, Tucker Carlson should have been up on worst.
Or best? I don't know.
Or best, dude. Is he good? Is he good
I
or
really
bad
don't
for
know.
America?
He has captivated all those household wives. All right.
You know, like he is the worst, but he's also the best because he's been fired from every main media source.
I know.
And
Every
he
single
started his
one.
own media
And then he
source,
started his now he can say
Yeah.
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those
I
conservative
don't
women just
think I
dreaming
know-
about him while they're at home and he's not.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, I wish he was here with me.
He's in his weird treehouse house. Have you ever seen his house? He's got like a tree growing
Yeah.
in the middle of his fucking house. It's weird as shit.
That's pretty cool.
It's sick, but
That's
it's
pretty sick.
weird.
Is that the original fucking tree from the Garden of Adam and Eve?
It could be. They gave it to Tucker, Fox
Most
News. It
likely.
was in his signing bonus.
Yeah.
I bought it from the realtor. He said that this is the tree from Adam and Eve, and I said, I'll take it.
The guy I bought it off of says his name was Jesus Cristo.
He starts laughing.
And he also did my floors, too. I think he was a carpenter. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say, this is a hard one. I think I want to keep it higher on the list because I wouldn't put it close to the front because it kind of teeter-totters between best and worst. But I'm going to go ahead and say number 9, atomic bomb.
Best.
Best.
9 best, yes.
I would
Atomic bomb.
say 7. I think 7's a good
Well, this is
place
my
to move
reasoning
forward.
because you can make an argument like, all right, well, now that's why we're in the situation that we're in now.
True.
Right.
True.
That's why it kind
Okay.
of teaters on
I like it.
the best worst.
I
Oh,
like
list.
it.
you're going like Cold War aspect on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The fear that's in us, they had, honestly, the government had to create that atomic
Yeah.
bomb to control us people.
Right.
Getting too rowdy.
I think 8, Nixon.
I like that.
8 is Nixon because he let the American people know it's all a sham.
He was the most popular president
Yeah.
according to Americans. He was the most popular president.
But he was the first one to let the American people know it's all bullshit.
Yep, that's true. And he is not a crook.
He's not a crook.
He's
I am not a crook.
He got referenced in Forrest Gump. He's fucking that's an American staple.
That's true.
Right there. You know?
Frost Nixon, great movie.
Uh-huh.
Great film. Nixon, honestly, yeah, dude, he should have been Jimmy Carter shouldn't have lived to 100. It should have been Nixon.
It
Yeah,
should have
it
been Nixon.
Should have been
Yeah,
Nixon.
the stories we would have got out of a 90-year-old Nixon.
Oh my god, dude. He would have talked about the UFOs.
Yeah,
he
would've.
probably would have.
He would
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, fucking Mike Judge getting him on here instead of fucking Jimmy Carter on that one episode of King of the Hill.
Ugh.
That would have been the fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal. That would have put King of the Hill on top of the fucking state. I've been watching a lot of King of the Hill. If you can't tell.
I love it. Yeah, you're getting ready for the reboot.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
this is an episode of King of the Hill
Yeah, I
right now.
just showed my grandpa who watches Fox News 24/7.
24/7. Yeah.
Like all day,
Like a true
every
American.
day, which is
you
insane
do.
because when you watch the news, it doesn't matter Fox News, MSNBC, CNN,
No.
any one of them. Every hour is a different show that they have, but it's just the news.
Yeah.
But it's all a different show, a different person, and every one of those persons is telling you the same thing they told you at the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
and then they do it all day. So he watches the same stories all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy. And I was like, I need to get him out of this. What's a good show I could get him on? Fucking King of the Hill.
Hell
I
yeah.
showed him King of the Hill. He is invested now.
He loves
in
it?
King of the Hill.
Yes, dude.
Loves King of the Hill.
Oh my God.
Now,
So-
wait until he meets Dale's gay dad.
Oh, I know.
That's gonna be a
It's
crazy.
going to throw him for a
that's
loop.
gonna-
He loves Dale because he's the funniest character.
Right, yeah.
He
Because it
loves-
reminds him of himself.
And John Redcorn, he loves the whole thing. He's like,
Yes.
this is hilarious. But once he sees the gay dad, he's really gonna.
He's
not
gonna go
gonna
over
know.
You know
the
what you
edge.
should do? Be like, hey, Gramps, you ever heard of this show called The Last of Us?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And just let that episode creep up
I
on
don't
him.
know if he'll be that freaked out, because they did watch him and my parents watched Righteous Gemstones
Oh,
and
swinging
loved
dick,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, this is hilarious.
So they know about the bullshit of the Catholic Church,
So, like,
but
they-
yeah.
well, the Christian church.
Eh,
It's a difference.
tomato, whatever.
It is, but it is a different thing.
I love how you're almost 30, you still defend the Catholic Church.
I'll defend it till I die, dude. It's
Yeah,
my
that's
religion.
very apparent. If you haven't given it up by now, you're fucked. Ty, can we go ahead and put the Catholic Church on worst? Catholic
Oh.
Church near me? Oh,
Whoa, hey!
Can't look that up.
okay.
I mean, we could look up every other religion if we want to do that.
Well, here's the thing. That happened in Italy, all right?
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say this since we're on presidents. Whoa!
Oh
what?
my gosh.
Ty's just going into
Oh my
it right
God,
now.
Ty!
Ty, how do you know so much about this?
There's a whole movie about this.
Ty was deaf at one point.
Oh, isn't this Spotlight?
I don't remember the name.
It was like a journalist who uncovered all the corruption. in the
Oh,
Catholic
yeah,
Church.
that's
But
right.
They're moving around like
yeah.
chess pieces. Like, here, rape this one
Yeah,
over here.
no, it's bad, but Jesus is good.
How do we know? How do you fucking know? How do you know he was a good?
good story.
He
There's
had
so many books about
he had
it.
a prostitute wife.
He did not have a wife.
I don't know. I watched a lot of Family Guy skits. I think he's all right.
That's true.
There you go.
I've seen South Park. All right.
Yeah.
He's a good dude and
Hey,
a hell of a fighter.
He's a fucking ninja warrior. All right.
But I was gonna say,
Honestly, yeah,
actually, number
Honestly,
7,
I think
South
that's
Park?
solid.
No,
Like,
actually,
it's a
you know
good-
what?
That is
that's
good.
not lot.
because it keeps us even keeled.
South Park
Right,
does,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
make fun of everything.
Because-
they go after everybody. They fucking
Yes.
South Park is actually the most
Yeah.
woke and also just like very like in your face like political propaganda you'll ever see, but they just insert a lot of poop jokes and stereotype jokes to mask all of it. But at the end of the day, you're gonna come out a changed person,
No,
It's true.
good show.
and that's what your father's listening to on Fox News. Or grandfather's listening to on Fox News at 6 o'clock,
But I was gonna
And
say
7 and 8
and 7
9,
and
10.
8 and
since
9.
we're on the line of presidents, Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky,
Ooh,
getting sloppy toppy in the White House.
Yeah, I think just Monica Lewinsky.
What,
I don't
dude?
think Bill
when
even-
everybody
Yeah.
found out that he got head in the Oval Office, people were like, "Yo, I'm voting for this."
Yeah.
If he could do a third term, I'd vote for him.
I think before
I didn't know
Monica
you were
Lewinsky,
chill as hell like
then
that.
I think you have to put what's her name with JFK,
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. I think you have to
Ooh.
put Marilyn Monroe
Wait,
down.
what are we? Wait, let's trump all of that. Put JFK down.
Just JFK.
Yeah, just JFK.
JFK is
JFK,
six.
number
He
six.
started all of that.
I like that.
yeah.
I like
no,
that.
you're right.
Maybe we got to do
You're
something
right.
about Sammy Sosa though.
No, because that was so cool, dude.
Like maybe Sammy's not above JFK. JFK died for us. He was our modern day
He did die.
Jesus.
All right, throw JFK at 3. I think JFK is a solid
JFK 3.
JFK's
Yeah,
three.
know what?
JFK's 3.
Yep. JFK 3. God,
World
I feel good about this so far. I feel really good about this.
World War II at 2.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Are you talking about the war itself?
Us winning World War
Okay,
II.
okay.
Oh,
Wi-
the
winning.
Okay, so the
winning
aftermath of
World War
II.
Us
Okay.
coming in
Okay.
and fucking shit
the,
up.
The baby boom. That's why we call them boomers now. The baby boom. We got fucking ripped off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep, they're still ripping us off.
World War II is a solid 2.
I'm not saying it's
like
good
that.
for us, but it was good for America at
It
the
was
time.
good for
It
America.
was,
It wasn't.
it was.
Yeah, like
It was. It
at
was.
the time, it wasn't good, but you look
Yeah,
back.
post
like,
World War II. Yeah.
Yeah.
now everybody looks at us as the safety blanket of the world because of that.
That's true. Thank you, FDR.
So
All right. I think we
Oh,
got to
that-
do
that too,
6 and 5 right now, just to narrow it down, and we get like as Americans, a democratic vote for who is number 1.
Michael Jordan. No, not
Ooh.
number 1. I think Michael Jordan
No, no,
should
no,
be
no, no,
5.
no, no, no. Save what you want for it. Let's do 6 and 5. All right.
Okay.
After South Park, what's the best thing after South Park?
A lot of things, dude. So many things.
Disneyland.
No.
No, because they got
No.
Disneylands and like
Because we have Disneyland.
no, there's Disneylands
There's no
elsewhere.
Disneyland elsewhere if we don't fucking if Walt Disney doesn't make Disneyland.
Hey, sidebar. Have you heard this conspiracy theory that Walt Disney was actually Hitler?
I heard the thing about like his head's frozen somewhere like in Futurama or some shit like that. But that's
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
that's-
Are you just about to
he's
Google, is
cryogenically-
Walt Disney Hitler?
Walt Disney is Hitler.
Question mark?
There we go.
no,
No,
Walt
that's
That's
Disney is not
exactly
Adolf
what
Hitler.
Google would fucking say,
It's
though.
100% what they would say.
Debunking myths about Walt
Yeah, he
Disney.
doesn't look like Hitler
It
at
comes
all
from
either.
Disney. That's biased. It comes from Disney. It's mouseplanet.com.
I like how somebody at mouseplanet.com had to write a fucking
No, Walt
Disney's not
Disney's
Hitler.
He said, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, nuh-uh.
Yeah, you are. It's like a lawyer defending somebody who's clearly guilty. Your Honor, my client is innocent. Dude, that's like fucking Johnny Cochran and OJ. It's just like he fucking did it. But yeah, supposedly, no, but I think because I don't think Disney is a good thing. Like, yes, it's great when you're a kid and you're going to Disneyland, you're enjoying yourself, and your parents are just fucking thrilled to have spent thousands of dollars on you, and you're not even going to remember it or appreciate
They
it.
put on their best walking shoes, but they really didn't. So,
Yes. But think about all the stuff they've done to our media.
Yeah, bad, but like, remember the movie Brother Bear?
Clint, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I do not.
Wait, do you remember Brother Bear 2?
Yeah, dude.
The second one's always better with Disney, dude.
It's good.
The second one is always better with
Good,
Disney.
dude. You're
Oh,
telling
that fucking movie.
yeah, bro. You're telling me you didn't fuck with that?
I fucks with Brother Bear heavy.
I
dude.
think I watched it like once, and I was just like, all right, put Robin Hood
You're
back
telling
on.
me you didn't watch fucking Spirit, bro?
Oh, Spirit was so
No,
good.
that was DreamWorks. I fucked with Spirit.
That's true. It was DreamWorks. But when
That's
you're
a
a
Disney
kid, you didn't know any different. You thought it was all the same.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah.
Isn't DreamWorks just a Disney company?
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
Universal.
No, it's it's
Yeah,
Universal.
like what Brazzers is to Pornhub?
Kind of, yeah. Like, yeah, they do the same thing, but one's clearly better.
Yeah.
It's Pornhub.
One of
Pornhub's
them
better.
you pay a premium subscription. The other you try and pirate.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know,
All
man.
right, I guess
Okay,
not Disney.
Let's
Okay.
let's do the list.
What about the mall?
I have some things in here.
All right, so
I have
for
some things in here.
potential 6 and 5.
We took some notes. Okay, Gaddafi coup.
The
Ooh,
Gaddafi
we did
coup
say about the Gaddafi.
was-
coup.
Let me just roll through these.
Yeah.
We listed some off. Jesus Christ. L.A. riots.
Okay.
all of
Okay.
just as a blanket.
Just in general, that they do keep happening.
Yeah.
Louisiana Purchase.
Okay. Yeah.
That
A big win for us.
I think that should be 5.
It's a big win for us. The revolution, winning the revolution. Because without that, we're not a country.
All right, fuck Sammy Sosa. Move Sammy Sosa to 6. Revolution to 4.
I can't argue.
I
with
haven't
that.
even finished this. We're not even done with this. Honey Boo
Revolution
Boo,
has to be up there.
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo. Yeah, I forgot we fucking talked about.
Epstein. Hey, quit trying to solve this Rubik's Cube, man. I got a serious thing. Listen to America right now.
I'm listening.
Listen
and
to
I'm looking,
America.
and I'm listening, and I'm trying to play some while I'm
Listen,
listening.
you're
World
you're
War One,
trench warfare.
trench warfare, trench foot.
be honest.
Hardtack.
Let's be honest. How much time in school did you spend on World War I compared to World War II?
That's a good point. Yeah.
I was about
on,
to say at least like a week and a half.
Yeah,
I'm
at least
gonna
like
lie.
2 weeks. Or
I
something.
had like a
Come on.
pop quiz on
Come
World
on.
War One.
Yeah.
Flamethrowers.
Come on now.
Came out with flamethrowers. Fuck you,
Flamethrowers,
Elon Musk.
fucking mustard gas,
Yeah, but
unauthorized.
flamethrowers really weren't cool until the Vietnam War.
That's true.
Yeah.
2-year-olds working in factories.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cheap
good.
labor. Cheap labor.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
that's
the
literally
children yearn
starting
for the
from
mines.
scratch with capitalism.
Pretty good, but that kind of goes up into the worst with financial crash.
Well, children yearn for the mines. They fucking play Minecraft 24/7 a
They
day.
love
And
that.
then 9/11.
Well, we already put 9/11 as the worst.
But
Argument.
Oh yeah, the
There's an
argument.
argument we could take the stuff with Sammy Sosa that happened because of 9/11.
wouldn't have got that without that.
So let's go ahead. Let's throw 9/11. Let's take something about Sammy Sosa off. Let's throw 9/11 at 6.
Okay. But the how about this? Good parts of 9/11.
Yeah, in parentheses, good parts.
The good
Good
stuff.
parts. 9/11. 9/11 good parts. There we go. Good stuff. Yes. Okay. Now, who wants to list off some good things about 9/11?
We all became friends. I was never at more parades in my life than I was post 9/11.
Okay. That's good.
Am I wrong?
Planes are definitely safer.
They are. They're very
Cons,
safe.
though, everybody's watching you all the time now.
Yeah.
Good. What do I have to
What do you
hide?
mean good? Dude, he's a fucking fed, dude.
What do I have to hide? Watch me, dude. I don't care. Every time I'm jerking off, I go, look at me.
Look at Yeah, you feel good about watching this?
What are you gonna do with this?
Feel good about this, Jeff.
Honestly,
You see me?
like what are they gonna do with this information? You gonna get me?
They
You're
might.
gonna go, this guy jerks off. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, yeah, and so do you. What are we doing?
Yeah, but wait until they have the one world government and they make masturbation illegal. Then they got you.
Oh, you got me, dude. Once by
Send-
the time they get that, I'm 83. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Kill
but
me,
they'll
please,
send you to
is
the
what I'll
death
be
camps to
saying.
make the next pyramid
I'll
to be
go
left
good.
over for the next lifetime.
I'll go, good, thank you. I'm 83. My knees hurt.
You'll go, sweet relief. Thank you. You'll whisper it to him with your dying breath.
Thanks.
Sweet release.
Thank you.
I'll hit him with a fucking D's nuts joke.
You know, hit him with one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Good things. Declaration of Independence. How do we not think of that?
Oh man.
Pretty cool, but that goes into the revolution.
That's true. Well, we haven't even put revolution yet.
I think winning revolution's 4.
Yeah, winning revolution is for, and
That
I
is good.
think that
For.
entitles the Declaration with our rights.
Right.
and
That's
everything like
inclusive.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we're inclusive, guys.
Now, I don't want to be this guy and keep bringing up sports, but I think 5 needs to be Michael Jordan.
You know what? Yeah.
Bro, his jerseys are like they're still sold in stores in like France. Like it's crazy.
I can't
Well, that's
deny
because
that.
France is infatuated with black guys, though.
They love them.
They love black guys.
They let them into their country
It's-
left and
it's-
right.
Yeah, you-
Well, hold on. They're allowed there. I mean, that sounded crazy.
People that know world politics know what I meant by that.
yes, all
Have you
3
not
people
seen-
who know world politics on this podcast.
Have you not seen Inglourious Bastards? Main girl in it loves a black guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Winning
All right.
Revolutionary War. I like that. I like that.
Number 5. Are we on Michael Jordan or are we on something else? Do you have
Ooh.
anything better?
I mean,
Something that I didn't think of. Guns.
well, Ty, you're on
Ty,
you're on something here.
That's a good number 5. I
That
say we
might
just
be-
leave that.
That might be a good number 5 because, like, I mean, culture today is dictated.
Look,
We wouldn't have rock and roll.
We wouldn't have anything.
We wouldn't
That's
have,
true.
We wouldn't have anything.
we wouldn't have skateboards. We wouldn't have style.
I think we'd have skateboards.
Well, now I have to.
Might have skateboards.
Now I have to rethink my.
I think I might have just made that up.
I think a white guy in like Laguna Beach invented skateboards.
I think so too. I think you're right.
yeah, some motherfucker is just all like, it's like, shut, bro. Fucking. What
Yeah. Some surfer with a cast on his arm.
we put wheels on a surfboard, dude? That fucking rip.
just
wouldn't
ride the waves,
it? Fucking ride the waves with the concrete, man.
Dude, I carved that ball. Like
Number 1.
I I had a
This is
number
hard.
1, but then we put black people at 5, and I feel really bad for putting this up there. But Dale Earnhardt. That's the most American thing I can ever think of.
It's pretty American.
Dale Earnhardt is pretty American.
That's the most American man I ever think of.
I think guns.
Guns or
Guns
Dale
are
Earnhardt?
pretty good.
Guns are that's a tough call.
It's a hard call.
God,
Best.
you're
Okay,
bringing
we
out
really
the
got it.
fucking-
We
yeah.
got to brainstorm.
Hold on,
this.
let's
Best
read-
things
let's-
about America.
Let's look down this list.
Okay.
All right.
What can go?
Or what can go up there?
What could go? What could leave?
All right, so we're doing an elimination round just to mitigate.
Elimination
Yeah.
round, because Dale Earnhardt, he does deserve a spot.
Yeah. He cultivated American racing.
You put Zins.
All right.
Honestly, nicotine might also deserve a spot.
Nicotine's pretty
Nicotine's
good.
been around for a while. It's not like
Yeah, it's
a
not a-
widely
it's
American,
not a-
but widely American to the big tobacco company.
Tobacco.
Yeah, big tobacco company.
What about cars?
We weren't.
I don't think.
No, that wasn't us.
I mean, the assembly line. That's pretty.
Oh,
American.
that's right.
Yeah.
The Rothschilds.
The Rothschilds.
Yeah, the Jews. Let's put.
I think South Park's got to go and Dale's got to take 7.
Yeah, I believe that too.
I agree with that.
Dale is more American than South Park, even though South Park
is.
is pretty darn American because they say whatever the fuck they want. But Dale said whatever he want.
Dale once
did
said.
whatever he wanted.
Dale once said, "Eat the rich like a Mater sandwich."
That's pretty fucking American.
After he won the
Yeah.
Winston 600 and won $1 million.
Exactly.
I would agree with that because so South Park, it's a product of America. It's not uniquely American. They keep America in check,
Yeah.
but you need Dale, dude.
Yeah.
Do it for Dale.
You
Yeah,
need
do it for
Dales.
Dale.
Dale Earnhardt Senior.
Senior.
Did you know? Well, it's not a surprise. Junior has a podcast, and he just
Yeah.
brings on old heads and talks
Yeah.
about.
Dirty Mo.
He's a big pop punk kid. He's a big emo and pop.
Oh,
punk
really?
kid. It's so wild.
Dude.
Hell yeah, he is.
Black
Yeah.
kids like an emo and pop punk.
Hell yeah, dude! Like
Dale,
I fucking
Dale Junior's a ginger. Same letters, different
he,
sunburn, baby.
He fucking put up a playlist, and he put up this band in the playlist called Koyo, and Koyo is just like, "Yo, Dale, you in town? We're playing. Got a free ticket." Like, he retweeted him and everything after his playlist. I was like, "That's
That's
fucking
so
awesome."
cool.
He's literally the best. I fucking
Dude,
love
like
Junior.
when you hear that Hollywood stars really love like heavy metal stuff or whatever, like learning that Javier Bardem loves Judas Priest,
Oh yeah,
the fucking coconut head
So
from
funny,
No
yeah.
Country for Old Men. He's like jamming to Judas Priest, and also what's his name? Dexter Morgan, Michael C. Hall. He loves like Lamb of God and shit
That's
like
funny.
that. I'm
Oh, yeah.
like, that's pretty sick,
Yeah.
dude. Love that.
All right, the number 1 best American moment.
Oh, best American. Oh, I forgot. We're doing best American moment.
And this is me. It's the Revolutionary War.
we already
We already got
we already,
Oh,
we
we
already
did?
got that. We
Where
already
do
got
we
that.
have it?
Winning Revolutionary War.
Winning
number
the
4.
Revolutionary War.
Oh, shit.
It's too late, dude. Can't go back.
Yeah, I can't go back.
Jack Reacher 2. Never go
You know
back.
what? I will bear the fruits of my labor. The Emancipation Proclamation. Freeing the slaves.
I'll do you one better.
All right. Name one thing better, please, Connor.
The man who wrote it. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
Freed the
Lincoln,
slaves,
there you
wrote the
go.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah.
He freed my people.
You're just riding this bit, aren't you?
I mean, it's not a bit.
It's
real
not a
life.
bit, dude. No, it's actually,
real
it
life.
is a bit, but it's a bit that I've had for literally 4 years. And then everybody's
You know
like,
what? My buddy John Devlin should get more credit than he should because when you remember John Devlin, right? Yeah. He was the palest, most gingerest person I've ever met in my entire life. And his favorite thing to say was just like, yeah, I'm 99% black, but the other 1% is white, so that's why it shows.
what does that even fucking mean, dude?
He told everybody he was black. 99% of his genetic code was African American, but the 1% was white, and that's the one that showed. The 1% showed. So he was just a ginger kid, but that was his joke.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, and he was saying that since freshman year of high school. So, shout out
it's
John
accurate.
Devlin.
Yeah.
You were ahead of the fucking crowd, dude.
Yeah, shout out John Devlin, dude. Man, I thought I was ahead of the crowd. That's fucking ahead of its time, dude. Is he albino?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't think he's albino. I think he's just pasty.
Pasty.
Very pale.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
pale. Sorry if I called you pasty, but I don't know if you're gonna see this. Whatever.
right.
Dude, nobody watches this.
Thank God.
What do you think? Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, I think
Abraham
pretty
Lincoln's
good.
up there. Abraham
Abe
Lincoln
Lincoln.
is up there.
Aberdolf Linkler? Abe Lincoln. That's a pretty damn good list. Dude.
Honorable mention as a he's not an American person, he's a German person, but he came over to America, made the best goddamn beer ever, Adolf Coors.
That's his real name.
That's his real name,
No
Adolf
fucking
Coors.
way.
Yeah.
Throw an Adolf up there.
Yeah, Adolf Coors
Honorable
as an honorable mention.
Adolf Coors. That's the guy's name?
That's the guy's
That's
name.
the guy's name?
You didn't know this?
No.
It's printed on the can and the bottle.
Whoa.
It is like a Coors Banquet specifically, because that was the first one that was made.
Oh, okay.
But Adolf Coors, it was before he was Austrian technically. It was before the whole
Before that whole thing.
Before that whole thing.
Before that whole kerfuffle.
It was established in 1908
The
or something like
Austrians
that.
knew beer, dude. They knew what they were doing.
They
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
And guess what? Fucking Colorado Kool-Aid hits. Let me tell
It
you.
does. It's good. The mountains turn blue. It's ready to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'd say Adolf Coors, honorable mention. Michael Jordan, honorable mention.
Yep.
I would say also, who else gets one?
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be up in arms about that Michael Jordan thing, though.
Hey, is Michael Jordan better than all black people?
Yeah, like absolutely.
I mean, yeah, he does have more.
Martin Luther King.
championships.
Yep. 6, baby. Oh, shit. We didn't even put in MLK. Yeah, we got to put in MLK honorable mention.
MLK honorable mention.
Oops.
This is also coming from the perspective of us. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Who else? Who else gets an honorable mention?
Just people in general? Elvis Presley?
oh yeah, Elvis. Elvis was cool.
Elvis
Elvis
was
and Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, pretty damn good. Oh, man.
Honorable mention Suffocation for writing the first slam riff ever. I had to get my 2 cents in, all right?
And Jews.
And the Jews, yeah.
Yeah.
Because without them, we wouldn't have a country.
Without them, we wouldn't have anything.
We wouldn't have nothing. We wouldn't have banks. We wouldn't have the
Right.
media.
We'd have weather. we
Weather.
wouldn't-
Ty replace the with da. Da Jews.
Dachos.
Da Jews.
I like that list, boys.
and then for worst honorable mention, just put the Bears.
Yeah. Worst honorable mention,
That's
da
it.
Bears. There we
Bears.
Yeah.
go. I think that's a very solid list.
That's
nice
a
list.
very, I mean,
Solid list, boys.
Solid
welcome
list.
to America.
Welcome to America.
Ooh, honorable mention for best. Welcome to America.
Ty, take us out on the Star
Oh, no.
Spangled Banner.
Coming to America.
Coming to America, honorable mention.
Oh, man. That was great. Yeah. You want to go out on the Star Spangled Banner?
I think the Star Spangled Banner is the way to go out on this episode.
Ty, may we please go out on the Star Spangled Banner? Is that copywritten?
No.
No, that's
That's like
That's
like
free.
free use.
Yes.
that's for use.
It's like asking if you're allowed to use a calculator
Yeah.
during a test.
Gotta take the hat off,
Looking at your pants.
Well, gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure.
It has.
Glad I could come on for at least one off.
Yeah, my ass is hungry.
I just want to thank you all for being here. It's a beautiful day. We might not have a country come next week.
No, we do have a country. We've seen this July 4th.
Oh, yeah, we
have a
3
country.
more we've added.
Yeah, we have
to your
3 more
predictions.
countries.
Did we ever acquire Canada?
Oh, we'll get there
No.
That's one of the 3 countries, actually.
Oh, okay.
soon.
Because fucking Crown Royale has gone up in price, so I'm just wondering.
Soon they'll learn.
Play ball. Thanks for watching.
Oh, no, not the Waterloo.